Hello and welcome to the College of Southern Idaho. We appreciate you early birds, and we're glad you could join us. The commencement ceremony is 25 minutes away, and we look forward to celebrating your graduate with you. Here's a reminder that there's always a lot happening on the CSI campus, from live performances in the Fine Arts Center to educational and entertaining programs at the Harrod Center for Arts and Science. And we invite you to explore the many life-enriching classes offered year-round through our community education program. Learn more at csi.edu. Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho. We're happy you could be with us today to help celebrate your graduate. The ceremony will begin in 20 minutes. Now would be a good time to find your seat and remember to silence your cell phone. You're welcome to take photos from your seats. Please be mindful of those behind you and help everyone enjoy today's ceremony by keeping aisles and walkways clear. You'll find plenty of great indoor and outdoor locations to take celebratory selfies with your grad and your family after the ceremony. Be sure to include the hashtag CSIGrad2026 when sharing your photos online. Welcome again to the College of Southern Idaho, and thank you for being here to celebrate your graduate. The ceremony will begin in 15 minutes. Please begin to make your way to your seat and be sure your phone is set to silent. As you celebrate today, imagine yourself being part of a future CSI graduation. Maybe it's time for your own diploma or technical certificate. Make it happen. Enrollment for summer and fall classes is now open. Visit csi.edu for more information or to schedule an appointment with one of our admission specialists.
Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho. We're glad you could be with us for this special occasion.
The ceremony will begin in 10 minutes. Please find your seat and silence your cell phone. For everyone's safety and comfort, we ask that all aisles remain clear throughout the ceremony. Restrooms are located on both sides of the auditorium. You have time right now for a quick visit before the ceremony begins. Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho commencement. The ceremony will begin in just under 8 minutes. Please find your seat and silence your phone. For everyone's safety and comfort, we ask that all aisles remain clear throughout the ceremony. Are you interested in a degree or professional certificate for yourself? Enrollment for summer and fall classes is open now. Visit csi.edu for more information or to schedule an appointment with one of our admission specialists. Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho. It's a great day to celebrate your graduate. Thank you for joining us. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes, so please take your seat and silence your phone. If you need assistance during the ceremony, staff are available to help. For guests attending with children, thank you for helping them remain seated with you during the event. And if family or friends couldn't be here in person, today's commencement ceremony is available online at csi.edu/commencement. Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho commencement ceremony. For those of you who are joining us online, we're so glad you can be here to share in today's celebration. For those who are here in person, the ceremony will begin in just a couple of minutes. Please help us get things underway by finding your seat and silencing your cell phone. Thank you. Welcome to the College of Southern Idaho commencement ceremony. We're happy you can join us to celebrate our graduates. We have just a few items to be aware of. The ceremony will begin in a minute. Please be seated, ensure your cell phones are silenced, and prepare to enjoy today's celebration. For everyone's safety and comfort, we ask that all aisles remain clear throughout the ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we ask that you remain seated until the platform party and graduates have exited the building. Staff members will provide directions at that time, and we ask that you follow their instructions. To families, friends, and supporters, thank you for the encouragement you've given our graduates along the way.
please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous height o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning. I love seeing you all here. Thank you for joining us this morning at the 2026 GED graduation ceremony. My name is Jennifer Hall, and I am the director of the College and Career Readiness Program here at CSI. So you've likely heard the phrase, nothing in life stays the same except for change. Most of us have at least some idea of where we think we're headed. Sometimes that vision is very clear, and sometimes it's a little more vague, but we all have a general idea of where we want to go. But along the way, something will force us onto a different path. It could be someone we meet, it could be a piece of information that we didn't have before, or it could be the achievement of a goal that causes us to move off in a direction that we never expected. Well, today marks one of those moments for you. The decision to pursue and complete your GED is a powerful catalyst for change, whether you fully realize it yet or not. Whatever brought you here, completing your GED is an achievement that will send you off into a whole new direction. The individuals who have joined me on the stage today have played a role in supporting your journey, some directly and some behind the scenes. They are Dr. L. Dean Fisher, President of the College of Southern Idaho, Tiffany Seeley Case, Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Joshua Kern, Chair, CSI Board of Trustees, Anna Scholes, CSI Board of Trustees, Dr. Barry Pate, Dean of Career Technical Education and Health and Human Services, Dr. Jonathan Lord, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Erica Allen, Executive Director of the CSI Foundation, Christine Hagedorn-Riley, Director, Adult Education and GED for the state of Idaho, our keynote speaker, Dr. Jenny Emery Davidson, Executive Director of the Community Library, our alumni speaker, Mr. Chad Packham, Kathy Graves, College and Career Readiness Intake Test Coordinator, and Philip Valenta, College and Career Readiness Industry Training Coordinator. We are all very proud of what you have done, and we look forward to seeing where this accomplishment will take you next. Congratulations, graduates. Please welcome CSI President, Dr. Dean Fisher.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. It's not a class, but I'll give you an A+ anyway. Before I get started with my comments, I'm going to ask those in the audience, including the graduates, would you join me in giving a round of applause and thanking our college and career readiness team that worked really hard to put this day together for you. Today we celebrate, and I want to make sure that that word lands the way it's meant, not as a formality, not as a polite opening to a speech, but a genuine statement of what this moment is. It is a celebration, full stop, period. Find ways to celebrate your success. Given the number of family members and friends that are here, and given the number of balloons and gift bags that I saw that they were toting in, I think they've got some celebration planned for you. Celebrate today. Each of you made a decision. You decided that your education was worth your time, your energy, and your commitment. You showed up. You took care of study sessions. You showed up at testing centers, often while you were also showing up to jobs, to family, and to full and complicated lives that you were already living. That's not a small thing, and that is, in fact, a very remarkable thing. The General Education Development Credential that you earned today is exactly what its name says it is. It's a demonstration of developed ability. Not potential, not promise, ability that you've proven, tested, and that you've been certified. You've shown that you command the knowledge and the skills that form the foundation of a strong education. That foundation now belongs to you, and absolutely no one can take it away from you. I want to speak for a moment about what that means to finish something. We live in a world that moves fast, and it sometimes rewards the flashy, and it rewards the new. Starting things is easy. The internet is full of people that have started diets, started businesses, started novels, started journeys of every kind. Finishing is quite different. Finishing requires something deeper. It requires a willingness for you to push through the hard days, to return after setbacks, and to keep your eye on a goal even when it feels quite distant. Every person in this room wearing a cap and gown, you know now what it means to finish. And that knowledge will serve you for the rest of your life. So what comes next? Really anything you want, and I mean that without exaggeration. I'm going to talk personally in my role as the president of the College of Southern Idaho. This campus is your campus. Our certificate and degree programs are built for people exactly like you, working adults, parents, career changers, lifelong learners, who know the value of education because they've lived it. Whether you want to enter a skilled trade, pursue an associate's degree, transfer ultimately to a four-year university, or advance in a career, we are ready here at the College of Southern Idaho to walk that road with you. Our faculty, our advisors, our staff, they've chosen to work at a community college because we believe in exactly this moment. We believe in the student who takes the long road, the winding road, the road that looked different than maybe what everyone else expected. Those students, in our experience, often become the most determined, the most resilient, and the most inspiring for us in the classroom. To your families, your supporters, your friends that are here, thank you. You believed, you encouraged, and I'm going to bet that you held things together on the hard days. So thank you for being here. And to our graduates, you started, you worked, and now you've finished. Now go show the world what you're made of. Congratulations, and I'll be back up here in a few moments to talk about a scholarship.
At this time, it is my honor to announce our student speaker, Kirsten Chapman.
Good morning. My name is Kirsten. I am obviously today's student speaker. and today I'd like to tell you about my struggle to get here. Today marks not only the advancement of our education, but for me marks a milestone in my journey to self-confidence. Before getting my GED, I felt lost. I thought I wasn't smart enough to pass the tests and that I would never be able to get a higher paying job. I thought I was destined to work my life away for nothing more than the bare minimum. I was still living with my parents and driving a car that they had very graciously given me, but while my situation was by no means dire, having to accept handouts and rely on others was a huge blow to my self-esteem. I was caught in a loop of wanting more, but afraid of failure. It left me frozen. But then there was a shift. Last year, I changed my support system. I found people who believed in me, who challenged me to be the best version of myself, who was also not my mother, because she's supposed to say, "You're beautiful and smart." Some were college students, some had already lived through similar struggles, but they were all working towards their own goals. And not only were these the coolest people I had ever met, but they were all in their own ways living the life that I wanted. It is because of them that I finally had the confidence to try. Going through classes was nothing like what I thought it would be. There were people there of all ages. Some had just left high school, and some had already raised their children and their grandchildren. But there was no judgment. We were all there learning at our own pace. For some, it was their first time there, and for some, they'd gone through the classes a couple of times. But there was no disdain or disappointment, only pride when one of us passed our tests. I felt an immense amount of support, and not just from the students, but from the teachers too. While people, when talking about the GED program, will tell you about the increase in pay or the ability to get better jobs, one thing that I didn't hear anyone talk about was the amount of confidence it would give you. Not only am I proud of myself, but now I've got hope and determination. I'm already enrolled in college here at CSI. I'm working towards a liberal arts degree, and I already applied for entrance into the vet tech program. I am now looking forward to a career that I originally thought was unobtainable. Moral of the story, find your people, believe in yourself, and don't limit yourself to what you believe you deserve, because you're worth so much more. You can do it.
Thank you, Kirsten. We appreciate you sharing your story with all of us today. Our next speaker is our GED alumni speaker from the class of 2018, Chad Packham. 8 years ago, he was sitting where you are now as a brand new GED graduate, and now he's returning to encourage all of you as you move forward from this very important point in your educational career. Chad?
Wow, you guys look really good sitting down there. I can feel you how proud you are of yourselves. And more importantly, I can feel the love that is in this room for each and every one of you. It's an amazing step in your future. As I said, my name is Chad Packham. I'm a husband, I'm a father of 5, and I have 8 beautiful grandchildren. I love being grandpa. It's the best. Again, I'd like to congratulate you, the graduating class. I remember well the effort and humility it took to earn a GED. I say to you, great job. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to stand before you as someone who has also taken the steps out of my comfort zone to earn my GED. As a young boy, I worked alongside my father in his concrete construction company. Throughout my teenage years, I began to focus more on working and making money than I did on getting an education. During this time, I also struggled with knowing where I fit in with my peers. I was introduced to drugs and alcohol, and these habits led to making poor decisions. I ended up quitting school my junior year to make more money so that I could support my bad habits. For 28 years, I let my past failures dictate my self-worth. Still having those same bad habits, I attempted to earn my GED a few times, but was not successful at completing it. I eventually made the decision to quit those habits and ended up taking over my father's construction company and was quite successful, but I still felt like a failure. One day, I woke up and realized that I had stalled out. I had just sold my father's construction company, and I felt like I had nowhere to go. To move forward was to take a loss in pay, as I didn't have a diploma. I keep losing my place, by the way. So I put on my big boy pants, swallowed my pride, and came to CSI to try again, to turn my failure into success. It wasn't easy for me, as I felt like I was the oldest person in the class by many years, but I was determined to succeed. Through hard work, many prayers, and my wonderful bride helping and encouraging me, I did succeed. I graduated in 2018 at the age of 44. In my success, I found a measure of peace in my soul. You know that feeling, don't you? Yeah. For 28 years, I had let not graduating eat at my self-esteem, dragging me down and holding me back from finding out who and what I am and how far I could go. So today I want to say, go for it. Step up, step out, and try again. If any of you here have wanted to take the next step in your success but have let your past failures stop you, I say go for it. It's worth the journey. I know. With my GED, I was able to apply for a job that required a diploma and be hired. Through that job, I was able to earn my CDL and eventually was asked to be a supervisor. I did that with my head held high, knowing that I had conquered one of the biggest imaginary beasts from my past. Currently, I'm working for West Tech Construction, running a mobile concrete batch plant where I batch concrete, drive and maintain mixer trucks, and haul in the aggregate needed to build dairies. What has a GED done for me? Many things. A better paying job? Yes. Better future prospects? Yes. But what I value most about having earned my GED was self-respect. I came to know that I was not stupid, as many had told me. More importantly, I came to know that I, Chad Packham, can do hard things. And it is my fervent prayer that you may also come to know that about yourselves. Now to the graduating class. Again, let me say, way to go. I'm proud of you. But I also want to tell you about one of the regrets I have with my GED journey. I once heard a person say that living with regret is like living in hell on earth. And I truly believe that sentiment. In my life, I have collected a few regrets. One of those being that I didn't continue on in my educational journey after earning my GED. Therefore, I say to you, don't stop here. Right now, you have momentum on your side. You are in the groove. Keep the pedal to the metal and continue on and see how far you can go. Life happens. Next thing you know, 8 years will have gone by and you'll be left wondering what could have been had you continued on. CSI has many excellent programs available, from academic degrees to trade school programs, and for marching here today, CSI is gifting each of you a free 3-credit class to help you with your next step. Decide now what your next step is and continue your journey. Don't settle, reach higher. I believe in you. These wonderful people here believe in you. I know they do, for they believed in me when I struggled to believe in myself. Lastly, momentum is real and it is powerful. It's a struggle to get momentum started, but it can carry you through with effort. And without effort, you lose it pretty quickly. So keep going, follow your heart, think bigger than you have ever thought before. You guys are amazing, and you will do amazing things. Thank you, and good day.
Thank you, Chad. I'm hearing the themes of self-confidence and self-respect and just that momentum to keep moving forward. So that's great stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. And now it is my privilege to announce some honors graduates from this year's class of 2026. We have one graduate wearing a blue cord, as well as several students with yellow cords. National Adult Education Honor Society members are wearing a blue cord. These Honor Society members were chosen based on attitude, attendance, leadership, and work ethic. And it's tough to get one of those cords, so congratulations. Honors grads are wearing a gold cord. Allow me to explain. The GED test is a national standardized test consisting of 4 competency-based exams, which are tied to the Common Core. A perfect score on an exam is 200 points, and no one ever gets that. CSI recognizes those with a total combined score of 660 or above as being honors graduates. This means students scored an average of at least 165 on each of their 4 exams. Honors students wearing either a blue or a gold cord, please stand and let us applaud your accomplishments. You may be seated. At this time, Riley, if you want to come on up, I want to introduce our valedictorian of this year's class. He is an honor student. He earned an impressive 707 out of the 800 possible points. And so at this time, we are pleased to honor Riley Dean as the valedictorian of the GED HSE class of 2026.
Our keynote speaker this morning is Dr. Jenny Emery Davidson, who grew up in Twin Falls. She earned a bachelor's degree in English from Carrollton College in Minnesota and a doctorate degree in American Studies from the University of Utah. She's worked as a wildland firefighter, a newspaper reporter, and a teacher. For a dozen years, she was an instructor here at the College of Southern Idaho and director of the CSI Blaine County Center. During that time, she served a Fulbright Fellowship in Mexico, teaching at a university there for 1 semester. Now she works as the executive director of the Community Library in Ketchum, overseeing library programs, a museum, the historic Ernest Hemingway House and Preserve, and the Gold Mine Thrift Store. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jenny Emery Davidson.
Good morning. Graduates, congratulations. This great accomplishment reflects your discipline, perseverance, and perhaps above all, your commitment to the capacity of your own mind and imagination. You did not give up. I want to honor your achievement with a short poem by the writer Ada Limon. As I read these 14 lines of poetry, I invite you to think about springtime, the season that we're in. Think about the trees that have flowered and showered the sidewalks with their white and pink petals. Think about how the skeletal branches of winter are now shouting with leaves. And think about what you did to arrive here today. Instructions on Not Giving Up by Ada Limon. More than the fuchsia funnels breaking out of the crabapple tree, more than the neighbor's almost obscene display of cherry limbs shoving their cotton candy-colored blossoms to the slate sky of spring rains, it's the greening of the trees that really gets to me. When all the shock of white and taffy, the world's baubles and trinkets leave the pavement strewn with the confetti of aftermath, the leaves come. Patient, plodding, a green skin growing over whatever winter did to us. a return to the strange idea of continuous living despite the mess of us, the hurt, the empty. Fine then, I'll take it, the tree seems to say, a new slick leaf unfurling like a fist to an open palm. I'll take it all. To do this thing we are celebrating here today, you had to not give up. Even when the flowers were not blooming, even when the world felt brittle and stark and messy, you remembered the greening of the leaves. You unfurled your fist to an open palm, even if you were gritting your teeth all the while, and you continued to open your mind to learning. I'll take it, you said. I'll take it all. This morning, we celebrate you as a learner. Your mind is a wide and wondrous space, and it is yours. To be committed to that is to promise yourself a field of abundance, even when the world seems narrow and closed. Whatever the world does to us and around us, if we remain committed to asking questions, to listening, to being curious, to trying to understand hard things, we can keep returning to the strange idea of continuous living despite the mess of us, and all of us are messy. When I was a child, growing up here in Twin Falls, I was scared much of the time about a lot of things. I went through a phase when I was scared to touch anything. I was afraid that everything was poisonous. One day, this was just a mile or so from here, my great uncle stood with me in a shady corner of the backyard on Maplewood Drive alongside a bleeding heart plant. It was a corner of the yard that was easy to overlook, out of the sun, wedged by the fence, fringed with weeds. But there, where no one was looking, this plant was shimmering with long stems of dainty pink flowers shaped like hearts. My great uncle gently picked one of these hearts from an arching stem, and he held it in his palm in front of me. As he pulled away each part of the little flower, laying each petal across the map of his creased hand, he unfolded a story of a prince and the princess that he loved and the gifts that he gave to her. This petal was a rabbit, this one an earring, this one an elegant slipper. I no longer remember the details of the fairy tale story, but what I do remember is how at the end, he poured the tiny petals into my small hands, my hands that were so afraid to touch anything. And I held those petals carefully, studying them, sorting them, and marveling at how such a small flower could hold so much story, so many meanings. This, for me, was an early lesson in the very act of learning, and it continues to shape how I think about learning today. Learning, I think, means giving attention to another's story, to a different idea or perspective, and continuing, even when I'm a little frightened, even when it feels hard to do so, continuing to hold those fragments gently, thoughtfully, in a sincere and persistent effort to piece together an understanding of the wider world of which I am a part, and even to better understand myself. Small spaces, tight spaces, forgotten spaces can grow big in beauty with imagination. Fear can become wonder, and wonder can become a kind of freedom. If we keep opening our ideas, our minds to learn more, even when, especially when, It is hard and humbling to do so. We can keep finding possibilities, engagement, and beauty. I hope that this occasion today, when we celebrate your achievement, I hope it also marks your ongoing commitment to learning, which can take so many forms. We can keep asking questions. We can keep listening. We can keep reading. More petals will unfold. More leaves will open. Our minds can be our field of freedom. Today, we honor the work that you have done as a learner. And my wish for you is that you carry this spirit of learning forward through all the winters and the dark corners and the messes, and keep believing in the flourishing of your own beautiful mind. Graduates, again, congratulations.
Good morning. I can barely see the front row over the podium. Can you see me? This is for you. Before the conferring of the graduates, I have a few comments that reflect the speakers before me. These comments are important to hear again and again. But first, I'm going to tell you a story, a true story. My grandfather, Julius Hagedorn, grew up on a dairy farm. It was hard work. Some of you might know. One day, when he was riding his pony alongside the road, a car passed and it shied the pony, causing my grandfather to be thrown. He broke his hip. He was laid up in bed for months and months and months. When he finally recovered, he never did return to school. The last grade he completed was 8th grade. You know, that always bothered him, but life moved on. There was a farm, the farm that he was a kid at, he eventually took over. There were bills to pay, cows to milk before sunrise, after supper, and eventually a family to support, including my father, who said there was no indoor plumbing until he was in college. Why am I telling this story? It matters because for many adults, education is not simply a straight path. Life interrupts it. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's family commitments, health problems, finances, or simply trying to survive. And before you know it, years have passed. That's why it's so important to have today be such a celebration. This is a big deal. Through the College of Southern Idaho Adult Education Program, you have done so much. Coming back to education as an adult takes courage. It means showing up after long work days, studying when your kids are finally in bed, going back into that classroom and wondering, do I even remember how to learn? And then you had to face not one, how many subtests? 4. Reasoning through language arts, science, social studies, and what's that last one? But your persistence won, and it deserves recognition. You will never, ever regret getting your GED. You will never regret having these doors opened. You will never regret your family, your friends, your kids in your life, and you yourself knowing that you did it. It is never too late to grow and learn. What I want to say is to remember to stay curious. Today is not an ending, but a beginning. Be curious and keep learning new skills. Learning doesn't end with this GED credential. You're going to go on to college, some of you to workforce training, a better job, better pay. The sky's the limit. And as the student speaker said, Kirsten said it so correctly, to now have the confidence that you can pursue what you set your mind to. I also want to recognize the teachers and the staff, all the friends and family that are here who helped you along the way. Let's give them a round of applause. Graduates, your path may not have looked traditional, but that doesn't make it any less meaningful. In fact, in many ways, it makes it all the more impressive. So today, be proud of yourselves, class of 2026. We're proud of you, and I know my grandpa would have been proud of you too. Thank you. Are you ready for the fun stuff? Candidates, please rise. Dr. Fisher and trustees, before you stand the candidates who have met the criteria established by the American Council of Education for completing the test of General Education Development, GED, and are entitled to receive the certificate so stating. The state of Idaho recognizes those who have passed the 2014 series of tests as having fulfilled the government requirement for the high school equivalency certificate because of the high government content in the social studies test. You may be seated. Dr. Fisher, assisted by Board Chair Josh Kern, will now present the diplomas. Will the front row of graduates please rise and proceed to the ramp on the right.
Kirsten Chapman. Riley Dean. Angel Diaz. Ashton Floyd. Susie Gorola. Carmen Lopez. Kyrie K. Williams. Raymond Martinez Jimenez. Fate Alice Feldhauser. Kalani Knowles. Andrea Lourdes Salinas. Delilah Algarin. Braden Hauser. Bailey Cruz. Odessa Aragon. Riker Crothers. Maria Andrea Vargas Morales. Martha Gil Salinas. Olivia Nelson. Rachel Lara. Kenzie Christine Walgamat. Ismael Vizcara. Crystal Swanson. Lilia Bustos Rodriguez. Marissa Henderson. Jacqueline Toledo Alcala. Darius Peña. Jay Laney Martinez. Katie Wallace. Connor Staffen. Carly Seal. Chad Vaughn. Dalton Fellman. Solomon Alarcon III. Ronaldo Escobar. Regan Tangi. Gayon Reed Loomis. Jerem Arrington. Leaf Gardner. Peyton Fisher. Skylar Hodgkins. Devin Taylor. Jacob Humba. Jasmine Baker. Jade Long. Pedro Rojas. Pedro Lugo. Sonny Miller. Hector Miguel Espinosa. Caleb Bailey. Valerie Linda Winter. Manuel Banuelos. Oliver Holler. Sergio Campa. Austin Markley. Austin O'Neill. William Rains. Gildardo Corona. Veronica Sanchez Mendoza. Brian Gonzalez Lugo. Jasmine Rose Larson. Javelin Roque. Adrian Moreno. And Kea Tangi.
So while we wait for our graduates to all make it back in, they're out there getting their picture taken and doing the things, I just wanted to give you a few facts about the GED. It was developed in 1942 at the request of the military to help returning World War II veterans finish their studies and re-enter the civilian life. What many of you may not realize is that the GED tests underwent a substantial change in 2014. It was redesigned to reflect the Common Core state standards and college readiness standards that emphasized critical thinking, problem solving, and real-world application of knowledge. At this time, it became much more vigorous. So that just makes the accomplishment of all of you that much more impressive. And again, I just want to add my congratulations to everyone else. And Dr. Fisher.
The seat and the placement that I get to enjoy at events like this, I can always spot where the supporters are in the room, just based on the intensity of the clapping and the cheers. And so graduates, you've got a lot of advocates for you, supporters of you in this room. So be sure and say thank you to them later today. And again, I can't really enforce it, but my assignment to you would be sure and celebrate. The military has a phrase of someone that's got your back, and they call it, I've got your six. And I'm going to use that as a way of framing the College of Southern Idaho. I mentioned earlier, we are your college. And I really want you to think that, believe that, and actually act on that. The College of Southern Idaho Board of Trustees, the foundation, my cabinet, and I, we've got your six. We've got your back. We want you to get started, continue on with the next phase of your educational journey. In the packets that you'll pick up across in the Taylor Administration Building after this, which has got, those diploma covers are empty. The diploma is over there. Don't think we just got you here on a Saturday morning on a ruse. There is a diploma over there in your packet. And there's also details in those packets of how to use a 3-credit-hour scholarship from the College of Southern Idaho. That piece of paper that explains that process is of no value unless you take the next step. You leaned in and took the step and said, I'm going to go get the GED. Now go ahead and take the next step. Read that letter, read that communication, and shameless plug, enrollment is open for summer and fall. So thank you for having the faith in yourself to take this step. Congratulations on the achievement. To the supporters, I hope that you also know that this is in no small part also a reflection on you. Your support of these learners, these achievers, is in part, at least, to your credit as well. So I'm going to just close with saying the next step is yours. Please read that letter. Please take advantage of that scholarship. The College of Southern Idaho has your six.
All right, it's the moment we've been waiting for. Graduates, please rise. And move that tassel to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2026. Friends and family, I'm going to ask that you please remain seated for the recessional. And then after the graduates exit, you may meet your graduate outdoors after they pick up their packet from the Student Union building with that diploma, that certificate, immediately following the ceremony. Again, congratulations.